The first time I ever saw Megan, she was 10 years old, right? She's so small and in this big hospital away from her home. She was in the hallway preparing to take on 4 different staff members, all adults, and this little girl, 10 years old. And she was gonna fight them, right? She was aggressive, she was upset. She was communicating through her behavior that she was upset because she didn't know any other way. And I looked at her and I thought, we have to fix this because this isn't a life. Megan came to us at Camber for the same reason why other kids come to Camber. Her behaviors were unmanageable at home. Her mental health had reached a crisis point and her family couldn't manage it and her community couldn't manage it. So she had been adopted. Her adoptive parents were the ones that arranged for her to come to Camber, but she was still struggling with her biological family. That's a big transition for a kid. She loved her family, she loved her adoptive family, but she still had that pull to her biological family that was holding her back. One issue that Megan had is that she didn't really know what had happened in her life, and that's not uncommon with kids in general or children who have had time in foster care. They don't know the whole story, and they have a ton of questions. In individual sessions with Megan, we went as far as we could go on our own. We needed more information about what had happened to her, so I received permission from adoptive family to call the biological mother on the phone and get her information about what had happened to her child. And she was so gracious, and she gave it. And she kept saying, if it will help her, I'll tell you anything, I'll do anything. So I took that information back to Megan in individual session, and she was very open to it. You could tell that even though she was avoidant, this was information that she wanted to know. This is what she had been waiting for. We hit a rough spot though when she asked me a question that I couldn't answer. And I said, I don't know the answer to that because I didn't ask your biological mom that. And she said, well then put her on the phone. I spoke with adoptive parents on the phone and explained what I wanted to do. They were immediately open to it and said, yes, even though as a parent, wouldn't that be scary because you don't know what the outcome is going to be. Also scary for biological mom because she has to answer all of these questions that her child has. But we did that once a week, every Wednesday at 1 o'clock for months. Megan was able to sit in front of her mom, even though virtual, and have all of her questions answered. Her mom was able to paint a complete picture of what had happened for Megan in her childhood. The thing that happened was once we started doing that, those behaviors just decreased. They went away. And so both moms got together and decided that they wanted that to happen at Camber. And we did that. Mom was here, biological mom was here, adoptive mom was here, and I remember looking out into this field. It was a beautiful day. It was warm, and they were out there. Megan was so happy. She was almost euphoric in her actions and just running and laughing and playing. She was getting what she needed. And that continued into her discharge. She discharged to her adoptive family, but they kept that contact with biological family. After she left, I received a packet of pictures, and one of them was Megan with her biological family sitting on a couch, all of her siblings, her grandma, her mom, and her adoptive mom was there too. I tell people that my job is to help other people feel better. And isn't that about the best job that you could have? And wouldn't we want that for everybody? It is so rewarding to have a child and their family enter our facility in the worst possible stress they could possibly be under and then leave feeling better. Wouldn't we want that for more people even than what we serve right now? And shouldn't that be what we're striving for?